Jeremiah, 2-touchdown night. I mean, just what words to describe your performance?
Shoot.
Take the microphone.
Take both mics with you.
Oh, snap. My bad.
There you go. 2 mics.
All right. Can you repeat your question? My bad.
Yeah, two touchdown night. I mean, just what words will best describe your performance, Jeremiah?
Really, I just felt like it was a team effort. We all had to do our job. O-line had to hold up for us to throw the ball, I just had to do my job to win a 1-on-1, and Nando trust me, so that was pretty much it. It was a team effort, so we all did our 1-11.
And how calm was Fernando, especially during the sequence where he had the 2 interceptions, but then he came back and kept going to you?
Nando was just threw it away. Like he came back to the sideline and said we gonna get one. Like he already knew he was gonna do our job. We was gonna score. Like you just felt it. Nando felt it, so we just feed off of Nando energy. So we're behind him.
Okay, we'll go to Steve.
Both for Jeremiah and Fernando. I know you guys are a lot younger than most of us, than I am. But do you have a sense of the history of tonight's game, that this is the final Pac-12 regular season game, at least as we know it, and you guys will be a part of the winning team in the final Pac-12 regular season game?
Yeah, like you said, the Pac-12 After Dark series and the Pac-12 in general has a ton of history, and it means a ton for the team, our program, our administration, basically just everyone, that we're able to get that win, and not just win, but burn the city and really put it down on UCLA. So I know that UC rivalry means a lot for a lot of people, so I'm happy to have players on our team and offense like Jeremiah Hunter, who's just able to bully their way into scoring 2 touchdowns and probably over 100 yards wherever he had.
Okay, do make sure you guys pull both mics to you so everybody in Zoom can also hear you.
Yes, sir.
Well, go ahead, you're in the back row, go ahead. Sir, do you have your hand raised? Jim, go ahead, Jim.
So, Fernando, this has been sort of a storybook season for you. You go from third string to getting a start and then building on that, and winning some games, and ending the season with 3 wins and leading the team to a real impressive season ender. Have you taken the time to reflect a little bit on what's been happening so far, or is it just taking you by storm?
Thank you, Mr. McGill. Great question. I will say I have not yet taken the time to reflect on it. Coach Wilcox and I, we already discussed when the offseason comes, we're going to make a plan and devise a plan. So I develop a ton because I still have a lot of room to grow. I mean, we saw it today, but I was happy that being a young quarterback, and a lot of people say that quarterback wins aren't a quarterback stat, but I believe they are, as a quarterback provides much more than just on-field decision-making and throwing the ball on the field. So I believe, and I'm really happy that my teammates were able to rally with me and we were able to finish out the season with 3 wins. Not a lot of people believed in us, especially when we said in the interviews that we were going to, burn the boats, then burn the forest, and then now burn the city. It was more of, a lot of people probably thought that, hey, he's just saying that for, good media presence and having a positive mindset, but everyone in that locker room really believed it. And we knew that was going to happen. And I'm proud that our program and our team and my teammates, we were able to show what we're about and now go bowling. So I know it means a ton for Coach Wilcox and the whole staff, so couldn't be prouder.
You're obviously a big part of the win, but how proud are you of guys like Jeremiah and the other players on the team that just performed so well tonight on the big stage?
Like a lot of people say, when the stage gets big and when the lights shine bright, the stars shine brighter. And then you saw that with Jeremiah, a future NFL player right here. So it's an honor being a redshirt freshman quarterback, having a veteran to throw the ball to like Jeremiah, who has sure hands and makes the 50-50 balls 90-10 percentage-wise. So it's a pleasure to have all my teammates, and especially even after the 2-pick stretch, teammates and leaders like Jeremiah, Monroe Young, or just everybody was like, Fernando, we know that you know what to do, and vice versa. And I was like, all right, I got you guys. We're going to go score here. So it's that belief we have in each other, no matter all the outside noise or what the current circumstance might be. We know that we have the presence and belief that we're going to win the game, and we always knew that from the jump.
Go to Emmanuel.
Fernando, slow offensive starts are obviously tough as a quarterback. Talk to me through your mindset to kind of stay in this game and lead your team to victory.
First of all, great too. I might need a cough it after for the bowl game. But I will say it was a slow offensive start. We never want to go. We always want to give the first punch. And although unfortunately we got stopped, I believe in the higher red zone 2 times. I believe that we were able to sustain 2 good drives to show the UCLA defense that what we were about, especially at the first drive, that Jeremiah caught an amazing. He had an amazing route and caught my ball that was on our stutter go play for probably around 50, 60 yards. So even though those first 2 drives we only got field goals, we were able to show that, hey, although this is the number 1 defense in the Pac-12 as in the moment, probably not after this game, but we were able to sustain drives against a really talented defensive line and a really talented defense overall. So it meant a lot for our offense. And although we have a slow start, we always know as an offense, especially our offense, we don't really ride the wave. But obviously football is a very momentum-issued game, but we don't ride the wave. We know and we believe in our players and we believe in our teammates that we're going to get and sustain drives and score points at the end of the day.
Like you just mentioned with momentum, like how did momentum play into the game? This could be for both of you. You know, getting the ball back right away and scoring a touchdown, capitalizing on a catch from Jay Hunt. Like how did that play into this game and give you guys the lead that you had by the end?
I bet.
I just felt like us making those plays just gave us confidence that we knew we could move the ball. So we making plays like that. That's why we weren't worried about the picks and things like that, because we know what type of defense we have. We know they're going to do their job. We just got to do our part. That's pretty much how it is all season. The defense going to do their part. We got to do our part. So us hitting those plays, it just gives us confidence to know that we can move the ball and score.
Okay, time for just a couple more. We'll go to Lorenzo.
So Jeremiah, I mean, Fresno guys historically, they've had a lot of success in the Rose Bowl. I mean, Z back in 2019 and many others. So how great does it feel to know that you're the latest Fresno guy, along with Ricky, to win at the Rose Bowl?
Me and Rick both just trying to make a name for Fresno. Like, it's a lot of Fresno dudes are doing good in general in the college football realm right now. So we're just trying to keep that momentum going, just trying to light on Fresno. So
we'll take 2 more in the room. I have a couple people on Zoom as well. Go ahead, Steve.
And you guys mentioned momentum, and any touchdown you get gives you momentum.
Yes, sir.
But I think some are more electric, some are more gratifying than others. You fall down 7-6, and 14 seconds later, you're ahead again. How much momentum changed with Jay not going 100 yards?
I mean, that's just a testament to what JR can do. Every time JR touches the ball, you think he's scoring. So he's just a great football player. We're just blessed that he's on our team and nobody else's. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap it up in the room with Ryan and a couple on Zoom.
Yeah, Fernando, I asked you earlier this week how you feel you've developed through your time starting, but how do you feel through the season, especially in the last month or so with this turnaround? How do you feel the team has developed? How has it grown and come together?
I believe the team has gained more confidence. The team always had a belief that we were going to win each and every of those last 3 games. However, it gets amplified in pressure moments, especially like it was mentioned. We were down 7-6, but we always had we always knew that we were going to be able to face the adversity efficiently and then bounce back as a team. And I would say the team has developed in a sense of it hasn't always been, and it was never this way, but the offense and defense kind of came together. And like Jeremiah said, we know the defense has our back, so we need to get the defense back. So those are 2 really high groups, and especially the special teams who did an amazing job today. So all those 3 units all have each other's back, and it's not a point fest where, hey, like the defense did the job, the offense didn't, or vice versa. We all know that we play for each other. We're all going to have each other's back, and we're all going to put our best foot forward. So when that all happens, when all those 3 units combine, that makes a football team great, and I feel like that's what our team has been the last 3 games. Great.
Okay, we'll have a couple on Zoom to wrap it up. Thomas, do you have a question?
Yes, Fernando, you were very consistent in your messaging, especially around the USC and Oregon game, about how this team deserved to be bowl eligible, that you guys were going to get bowl eligible. How gratifying was it to be in the fight with them and eventually come out the other side as a bowl eligible team?
It means the world. I mean, I've never been bowling, and I don't know what a bowl game feels like, but from all the stories that I've heard from seniors and just everybody else, having the opportunity to play more football, especially last year. Last year was pretty heartbreaking when football practice stopped and you saw other teams still practicing and playing in bowl games. However, I know it means the world for our teammates, our seniors, especially now. We have Isaiah Fonse, who unfortunately probably wasn't going to be available for the last 3 games, but I know there's a possibility he's going to be able to come back for the bowl game. So I know it means a ton for him, as this is his last year of eligibility, and that's a leader on the team. So to be able to do it for those guys, our program, and just everybody else, I mean, it just means the world. And at the end of the day, the bowl game was our goal, so we went bowling, and we accomplished our goal, so it feels great.
Congrats, guys.
We'll go ahead with Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Fernando, congratulations. You know, the offense has really improved throughout the season, but the defense had a lot of trouble most of the year. Can you just talk about how impressive they were tonight and how happy you are for those guys to be able to make that kind of a contribution to such a big win?
I'm ecstatic for those guys. But at the end of the day, they aren't those guys. They're one of us. We play as a team, and as Jeremiah said, those are our best friends. Those are our brothers, so we fight for each other. Every down, every time adversity strikes, and every time something positive happens, whether it's a touchdown or a fourth down stop, we always have each other's back, and we play as a team, and it just shows the professionalism and just how everybody does so great on the defense and executing their job. I mean, I can't even start to list out all the defensive leaders, but I just know Coach Sermon and Coach Wilcox do a great job with that unit, and I mean they really stepped up tonight and held UCLA at 7 points, which is very impressive.
Hi, Fernando. In your words, Washington State was burn the boat, Stanford was burn the forest, and then UCLA was burn the city. What are you burning next?
To be quite honest, we need to come up with that terminology. We haven't yet because we don't know what bowl game we're going to play in, or I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Our team, we relayed the message. We want to be present in the current moment, and this is our chance to shine. But I'm sure we'll come up with something soon. So I'll keep you updated on that.